Previously on SLOTRODS.
The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No sleeping allowed though, you just get a glance. Don't try to swim game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch her soul blow from a distance, but give her some bass on, let the girl dance.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of SLOTRODS. I'm Randy Silvas.
And I'm Tony Malik.
And today, you will be seeing the remaining races from the 2020 WPSRA Halloween Shootout.
We started with 36 cars, and what we have left are the best of the best, the fastest of the fast.
The winner of today's races will be the recipient of the coveted Crystal Skull Trophy, which they will hold until the 2021 Halloween Shootout.
That'll give the winner 12 months in which to try to unite the three 724 trophies. The 724 number 1 spot, the king of the tournament, and of course, the Crystal Skull.
Today's show is sponsored by the 724 Body Shop.
Making drag racing beautiful, one body at a time.
And if you've been enjoying SLOTRODS, we want to thank you all so much for growing with us.
And if you would be so kind, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that little bell so that you'll always know when we release a new episode. The drivers have all drawn cards to determine the races, and round 3 will consist of the Killer Nova versus the Cannonball, followed by the Phoenix versus the Silver Streak, the Pineapple Express versus SOB, and Dank Nasty versus Beetlejuice. The Magic 8 Ball managed to draw the bye, and we'll get to set this round out.
Our first race of the day is Mike Mack and his Killer Nova.
That car has been the surprise of the tournament. Mike's had his ups and downs with that car all year, but he's really got it running well.
Versus Keith Bean in his Mopar funny car, the Cannonball.
Oh, Mike just 60-footed him.
Oh. I thought that Mopar was going to get him out of the hole.
Keith took him on the big end, watch.
Yeah, buddy, that Mopar got a lot of top end.
Let's check out that finish line camera.
Keith got him.
About a car length. All right. Well, then that means the Cannonball will be moving on to the next round.
Next up, we have Brittany Wingate in her 1982 Corvette called the Phoenix. Versus Dan Sack Andy in his centerline design Gen 3 Camaro called the Silver Streak.
Looks like all Brittany all the way.
Yeah, you know what, Tony? Brittany's quickly becoming one of our toughest competitors in the 724.
Yeah, she got a real strong chance in this competition.
Woo! Like she got it.
Yep, winner is the Phoenix. Headed on to the next round.
Up for our next race, we have Lewis Wingate in his 1966 Dodge A1 he calls the Pineapple Express, versus Tony Molick in his blue 1970 Stingray called the Son of Blue Streak.
Is that what that stands for?
Oh, you know it is.
Ooh, and the tires broke loose on the Express. Set them up for a bad gap.
That's all she wrote. The winner is the SOB, and he's moving on to the next round.
Moving right along, we have Lewis Wingate in his Ford GT he calls Dank Nasty, versus
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Unreal. Almost took out the spectators.
I told you we shouldn't have said it 3 times. That car's cursed.
I'm just bummed out we don't get to say it 3 times in a row anymore. Alright, that means Dank Nasty moves on to the next round.
Okay, that brings us to our semifinals. This will consist of 2 races and a bye. First up, the Phoenix versus the 8 Ball. Second will be Dank Nasty versus the SOB, and the Cannonball draws the bye. Keith will be setting out this round.
But first,
Oh, you're not going to do that, are you?
gotta pay the bills, baby.
Right after this word from our sponsor.
Our first semifinalists are Drew Hall in the Magic 8 Ball versus Brittany Wingate in the Phoenix.
Ooh, double barrel shotgun launch.
Yeah, but Drew needed to be a little quicker on the trigger if he was going to beat that Corvette. Look at that.
Our winner is the Phoenix, moving on to the finals. That brings us to Lewis Wingate in Dank Nasty versus Tony Molick in the SOB. Did you see the fishtail on the GT? That's what lost him the race.
Oh yeah, you can see it kicking on him. I didn't even see that before. Good eye, Randy.
Thank you.
And the Corvette did what the Corvette does, baby.
Winner as usual.
I couldn't gap him though.
Our winner's the SOB. Moving on to the finals.
And that brings us to the final round. 36 cars came in, 1 car leaves.
The final round will be the SOB versus the Cannonball, and the Phoenix races the winner.
And then the drama ensued.
Yeah.
Well, you can't go by the tape. The tape's not going straight.
Wow. So then who popped up?
I think the blue one has the tape first.
See, the tape's not even.
Isn't this where you agreed to race Keith for a second time?
Yep, and this is why coaches in the NFL always hate it when they have to kick a field goal twice. You're ready. And it was then the vet chose to shit the bed.
Oh boy.
Well, that's why they call it racing. Congratulations to the Cannonball, moving on to the final race.
And the winner of this race will possess the Crystal Skull for the next 12 months.
In a moment just before we move on to remember all the 36 cars that helped start this madness out.
For our final race, we're going to have Brittany Wingate in the Phoenix versus Keith Bean in the Cannonball.
Off the track and won.
Tony, we couldn't have had a more perfect ending to this competition.
Sure couldn't have had a more exciting one than Brittany Wingate coming across the finish line on 2 wheels.
She came dressed as the Queen of Hearts, and she left as the Queen of the Slots.
Hey, Brett, what do you think?
Like she just came.
Winner
Let's
with
see
the
it.
chicken
I
dinner.
saw her jump the track somewhere over there, and I was just like,
That's one of your prizes. And that is the other one. The Olds 442 and a 64 Impala.
But most importantly, she won the Crystal Skull.
And she'll possess it for a whole year. Well, everybody, thanks for taking this ride with us. And we'll be back with plenty more next year. First, we're going to take the month of January off, and we're going to make some more episodes. And right around the middle of the month, I'm going to send you guys out a special episode of Into the Pit.
So until then, I'm Randy Silvas.
And I'm Tony Mollick, and you've been watching SLOTRODS.